Okay, guys, fuck this movie. This movie is absolutely trash. It it's not if you thought the last movies were terrible, this is even worse. I just can't believe they just want to keep dragging this franchise into mud. Like, did they even like fucking try with this one? First off, Leon, they fucked him up again. He looks like Carlos and he has a mustache. Um, the only thing that they got right was the lighting and the camera angles. Everything else was fucked up. Like, how dare you? How dare you keep destroying this franchise? Like, who did you even like write the script? Who wrote the script on this? Because it doesn't seem like there was one. Uh, anything this movie, the only thing that they did decent was portions of the game were there, but everything else just didn't make sense. Like, why would you spend so much time on making it more accurate to the game if none of the characters are accurate to the game? Like, what the fuck? Let's see. Um, I guess Claire was fine. If you were to get rid of Leon's mustache, he's never had a mustache. I don't know why they gave him a mustache. And they completely screwed up his origin story. So they made him a pussy. Like, that's not Leon. Leon is like the top of his line of his job as a rookie, and they just made him afraid, and like their leader was like making fun of him and like harassing him and shit. Like, no. Like, I don't know who casted these people, but they they obviously don't know what they're doing. I can't even trying to collect my thoughts here. This movie made me so mad. Okay. So they took Resident Evil 1 and they meshed it with Resident Evil 2. So now it's rushed and going like 100 miles per hour. It's not explaining anything. There's stupid decisions. Uh See, the mansion's there. They had the mansion there. Uh Awful CGI. Just terrible. I prefer the other movies. And I guess Paul S. Anderson was an executive producer for this dumpster fire. So shame on you, and shame on everyone else that had anything to do with this movie. They screwed up Jill Valentine. She looks absolutely nothing like she does in the games, and I don't know. They casted. I'm so sick and tired of these cultural forced things where they have to change someone that's white to be black. You don't understand games. You, I mean, okay, I guess maybe you understood like portions of the game, but you don't understand the story at all. Uh, they got the guy that's a truck driver. He's in it. Terrible acting on his part. Hmm. See. This might be like the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's just an hour of like almost 2 hours, a little under 2 hours of bullshit. They got the Ashburns in it. I guess they got at least them right. They were fine. Where's Barry? I don't see Barry in it. He's just not there. Um, Cliffhanger too. Like, we all want to see another one. No, don't do a sequel. For the love of God, do not make another one. Because I don't want to have to sit through that hell. The zombies hardly looked like zombies. They just looked like crazy people. I mean, there was some that looked okay, but the vast majority of them were just like crazy people that are just they're crazy. Uh, Detective guy, he like ran away and then he ran back, and it's like, what was the point of doing that? That was stupid. Uh, no, like it didn't feel like there was a threat. There was no puzzles in this. If there's no puzzles, The lighting was good. Whoever was doing the camera shots were fine. It wasn't them. It was the people who casted these guys. But yeah, I'm just so mad. Like I can't even like still. It's why can't they understand? It's not a rocket science to get this right. So I'm gonna have to give this. I'm gonna give this a three. You happy? You got a three. Uh, there were stuff there they were trying to like make important with Claire, and it was like one of the experiments that they worked on with the children, but that went nowhere. They were showing it like it was meaningful for something, but it wasn't at all. It didn't do anything. It just went nowhere. Uh, they had the train there. They had moments from the games that were there. Um, I couldn't even really spoil this movie if because there's nothing really happens in it. That's how awful this is. Uh, Honestly, I think I'd rather watch paint dry. I'd rather watch any of the other Resident Evil movies. Just don't go see this one. This is a waste of your money, waste of your time. It's it's not going to be in theaters long. But I mean, as you can see on these posters, these were the guys. These are who they casted. Like, did any of them? I mean, I guess Chris was all right, and then if Leon got rid of it, but they screwed him up, and like they're trying to. I guess they want to do Code Veronica mixed with four. So like that just sounds like another mess job. This movie is a literal turd in the wind. And they got the guy with the big eyes, the guy that's like turns into this, and he was okay looking when he was like changing and shit. But then once he started going into his full on monster form, he was awful looking. Like the CGI was just really really awful and painful to look at. Made me want to throw up. Uh, they really didn't delve into Umbrella. They tossed the Umbrella around as it was like some secret thing, even though everyone just knew about it. Like instead of keeping it secret like the game is, and oh who's Umbrella? What's the secret kind of corporation? They're just announcing it on the loudspeakers as and they show them like once, and that's literally their whole purpose in the game. This license it deserves more respect than it's been given. There's is such a disgrace to the millions of people that fell in love with this game. This game is so important to many people that like it's just they don't understand. They don't understand it. Uh I guess this was supposed to be a TV series and then it got delayed a whole bunch of times and then they ended up turning it into a movie in theaters only. For one, it doesn't have the budget. The budget just not there. It was like on discount. And then there was hardly any action in it. Uh, well, wasn't really. It was creepy. It wasn't a whole lot of action like the other ones, which was good that they scale back to like the actual horror stuff. But this wasn't. This really wasn't scary. Um, but yeah, they do leave it off as a cliffhanger, which. But yeah, do not give this movie any of your attention. They should have stuck to it being a TV series on Netflix, which was the original inception of it. I don't know what happened there. If they just scrapped all that and just made this rushed new thing because they just didn't have time to do it. Which, if that was the case, then whoever is in charge of this should have delayed it. You fucking morons. But yeah, that's really all I can really say about this. There's not really more. I've pretty much that's everything that's here. I mean, I would definitely wouldn't go see this in theaters. Maybe $2 or something when it comes out or whatever. But I wouldn't even pay $4 to see this. That's how awful it is. So I'm sticking. It's a three out of 10 for me. Uh, Highly not recommended. I don't want to see another sequel. I don't want to have to sit through that again. It doesn't deserve a sequel. It didn't earn it. None of the characters were accurate. And also, Chris wasn't with stars. He was just a generic freaking cop. And like Leon was supposed to be one of the a badass in it, like he always is. He's the strong head of the team, and here he's just a husk of his former self. It's like, who are you? You're not the Leon I know. Uh, they mentioned Bravo team, but they never included like Chris in it. They didn't even. He was just some generic douche, a cop or whatever. But, uh, but no.